Your prana gets obstructed. Now let's focus on the area around our heart. Feel the warmth in this area. Feel as if something is expanding. Feel how light your Anahata chakra is. When you're in bhakti, your Anahata chakra is always light. So for all of you who made those beautiful sharings yesterday, observe your Anahata today. It should be light, almost empty. Now observe this lamp. Pour some oil symbolic of knowledge. Allow the wick to be completely drenched in this oil. Observe the flame. Now let's take 3 deep breaths. We will exhale with the chant of Om. And now, with a lot of gratitude, complete surrender, like a child, at your own speed, open your eyes. Namaste, everyone. Har Har Mahadev. Good morning.
हर हर
हर
महादेव।
हर महादेव।
हर महादेव बहन प्रणाम।
हर महादेव।
हर महादेव।
हर हर महादेव।
हर
हर
महादेव।
हर महादेव।
हर महादेव।
नमस्ते।
हर हर महादेव दी।
हर हर
हर हर
महादेव।
महादेव।
हर हर महादेव।
Morning, everyone. Har Har Mahadev. Welcome to day 3. Let's all step into pranayam, please. So relax. Sukhasan. Ease yourself. Back straight. Close your eyes. Let's prepare for pranayam. Pranayam also means mastering your breath. This is a very strong phenomena where you learn to master your breath and heal yourself on all the levels of your being. Now you all are very well aware of the word master and surrender. So pranayam is also a way to surrender to your breath. It is all that is. Preparing for the first pranayam. Before your pranayam, ensure that you are breathing correctly, which means when you breathe in, Vikas, please sit straight. Sit straight. Your back straight. Pranayam is supposed to be a very graceful process. So the more poised you are, your posture is very, very important. It is a part of your sadvrita. It is a part of your conduct. Posture. Before we start our pranayam, ensure that you take the right breathing technique, which means when you breathe in through your nostrils in 3 stages, you breathe in through the nostrils, then your chest expands, then your stomach expands. Then you hold your breath for about 2 seconds. And then when you exhale, first your stomach releases, then your chest, and then your nostrils. So keep checking your breath and let's prepare for the first pranayam, which is Kapalbhati. We are going to do 3 rounds of 20 breaths each. Please spotlight on Joy and Shayanti. When we do Kapalbhati, please ensure that your shoulders are straight and it is only your nostrils and your belly. Your rest body should be in a position of relaxation. You should be able to hear your inhalation and exhalation. Do not hesitate or feel shy because the exhalation process in pranayam is very powerful. It helps you to release all the toxins from your body. So don't hesitate if there is some mucus coming out of your nose. So let's start the first round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Relax. Couple of easy breaths. Allow your body to relax. There should be no hurry when you do pranayam. You should do it in a state of complete relaxation and happiness. People who suffer from sinus, migraine, often cough and cold, surrender to pranayam. You will heal yourself completely. Don't use it as an excuse that I have a blocked nose, so I cannot do it. Round 2, let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Relax. Couple of easy breaths. Round 3. Let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Relax. Ease out your breath. Keep relaxing yourself. Feel your breath. Pranayam ensures that each cell of your body, these trillions and trillions of cells in your body, each cell receives this fresh prana. Always remember, when you do pranayam, it is not something which you should underestimate, because this pranayam is cleansing you on 5 levels of your being. ये आपके सूक्ष्म और स्थूल दोनों शरीरों की सफाई करता है. This cleans your astral body and your physical body. Let's prepare for second pranayam. Spotlight on Rahul Sharma, please. Second pranayam is deep inhalation. When you inhale fully in stages, your nostrils, then your chest, then your stomach, you hold your breath for 5 seconds and then you release slowly through the mouth as if you're blowing the candles. And we will try the exhalation for 20 seconds today. Three rounds. Let's start. Breathe in, nostrils, chest out, stomach out. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Relax. Relax your body. Your face should be 90 degrees. Rajiv, please lift your face up. Pranayam also improves your body posture. Second round, breathe in, nostrils, chest out, stomach out, fill your body, hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now slowly breathe out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Relax. This pranayam is perfect for people who are in depression or who feel imbalanced in some form. It balances the right and the left side of your brain. Third round. Breathe in, nostrils, chest out, stomach out. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now release slowly from the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Relax. Take some easy breaths. Bring your body back to a state of balance. Observe your breath. There should be no stress or tension anywhere in your body. Take a few easy breaths. Complete calmness and surrender. Withdraw completely from the external. This is your journey. See, your spiritual journey or your journey of yoga, your journey of being a yogi is the only journey where you work on yourself and you are still not called selfish. Every other act, Ruchi, put your head up, please, 90 degrees. Every other action in this world, if you perform that for yourself, it is considered an act of selfishness. But this is the only space where you work on self, and it is not called selfishness, it is called self-mastery. Preparing for the third pranayam, which is Bhastrika. With Soham. Positions, please. Your hands close to your chest. Your fist slightly tight. We are going to do 20 rounds. When I say so, your hands go up, fingers open up, and you breathe in. And when I say hum, your hands come down, back to this position, your fist closed, and you exhale. You should be able to hear your exhalation. Pranayam should coordinate with the movement of hands also. So please keep a check that when your hands go up, you breathe in. When your hands come down, you breathe out. Three rounds, 20 breaths each. Let's start. So hum, 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 so hum. Relax. Easy breaths. Relax your arms. Preparing for second round. Yatha Brahmande Tatha Pinde Tatha Pinde Yatha Brahmande. Soham means I am in you and you are in me. All sorts of pranayam bring you the abundance of health, wealth, happiness, joy, and peace. Let's start. So hum, 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 so hum. Relax. Preparing for round 3. Let's start. So hum, 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 so hum. Relax. Now preparing for Ujjayi, cleansing of your Vishuddhi chakra. 3 breaths. You can also extend your Ujjayi Kriya if you feel that your throat needs to be cleansed. If you feel there is some sort of an irritation in your throat, there is a problem in your larynx. If there is any issue with your throat, you can practice Ujjayi to about 1 minute. Now let's prepare for Anulom Vilom. Vayu Mudra with your right hand. Your thumb and your ring finger should be free. Your hand should be very gracefully kept in front of your body. If you want, you can use your left hand under your elbow to make this posture more sturdy and graceful. Make sure your elbow touches or is around your chest. So, which means your elbow should not be like this, it should be like this. So let's start Anulom Vilom. 3 rounds we will do. Around 12 to 15 breaths each. So with your right thumb, you will close your right nostril and start by breathing out from the left. Breathe in from the left. Close your nostril. Breathe out from the right. Breathe in from the right. Close your nostril. Breathe out from the left. Breathe in from the left. Close your nostril. Breathe out from the right. Breathe in from the right. Close your nostril. Breathe out from the left. Breathe in from the left. Close your nostril. Breathe out from the right. Breathe in from the right. Close your nostril. Breathe out from the left. Breathe in from the left. Close your nostril. Breathe out from the right. Breathe in from the right. Close your nostril. Breathe out from the left. Breathe in from the left. Close your nostril. Breathe out from the right. Breathe in from the right. Close your nostril and breathe out from the left. Relax your body. Bring your hands back down on your thighs. We will now use our left hand, the Chandranasika. Vayu Mudra with your left hand. Support the left elbow with your right hand. Hold it like this. Your hands close to your chest. Now with your left thumb, you close your left nostril and breathe out from the right. Breathe in from the right. Close your nostril. Breathe out from the left. Breathe out from the left. Close your nostril. Breathe out from the right. Breathe in from the right. Close your nostril. Breathe out from the left. Breathe in from the left. Close your nostril. Breathe out from the right. Breathe in from the right. Close your nostril. Breathe out from the left. Breathe in from the left. Close your nostril. Breathe out from the right. Breathe in from the right. Close your nostril. Breathe out from the left. Breathe in from the left. Close your nostril. Breathe out from the right. Breathe in from the right. Close your nostril. Breathe out from the left. Breathe in from the left. Close your nostril. Breathe out from the right. Breathe in from the right. Close your nostril. Breathe out from the left. Breathe in from the left. Close your nostril and breathe out from the right. Bring your hands back on your thighs. When you practice this, please do this as 3 rounds. We've completed 1 round. You have to do this as 3 rounds. For the sake of time, we will stop at the first round. Take a few easy breaths. And slowly open your eyes. After you do your pranayam, for the sake of all the new people, you need to practice your 3 points, 1, 2, and 3, and then your 4, and then your 5. Winter season, these should be done more efficiently because somewhere because of the winter season, your eyes and your nose and your ears are always heavy. So always complete your pranayam with this exercise. So you press and massage, press and massage 15 times, 15 times, 15 times. You have to press all the puffiness around your eyes, all your dark circles. No facials needed if you do this. Then 15 times clockwise and 15 times anti-clockwise. This opens your sinus. So there are these 4 points here, and then the 3 points on your ears. Your upper ear, massage and pull, massage and pull, massage and pull, massage and pull. Then your middle ear, massage and pull, massage and pull, massage and pull, massage and pull. Then your earlobe, massage and pull, 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 massage and pull. And then you can end it by massaging your ears. So you keep your 3 fingers in the front and your index finger at the back. And you massage your ears till they feel warm and hot. Your ears will feel hot, and that's when you stop this exercise. Once you do this, your hands will also be quite warm. Your tips are very warm. As soon as your tips are warm, you give a dry wash to your face. This is called a dry wash to your face. So the energy that is created in the tips of your fingers, which is warm, positive energy after pranayam, you rub your face, you give it a dry wash. Okay, and then you actually realize that your face has also become warm. This helps in good blood circulation on your face. It will keep you young forever. Okay. Now this pranayam schedule I've been talking about is extremely important. Okay. Very, very important. And for all the new people, when I keep saying follow the processes, this is what I mean by the process. The process also includes when you have to do the pranayam. Okay. When you have to do the pranayam means you should be at least 4 to 5 hours of fasting, which means you should not consume food and do pranayam. Pranayam can be done twice a day. Ideally, it should be done in the morning. So don't think that if you get up at 12, 1, and then you do your pranayam. Every spiritual process, every process of yoga is connected to the universe. So ideally, when there is sunrise happening, that is the time to do pranayam so that you can receive that energy. When there is a sunset happening, that is the time to do your second round of pranayam. So everything here is a part of Dincharya. So it's not that you can decide which time of the day you want to do this. Okay. So most of you also put this question that, we are awake till 4 o'clock in the morning, working. The only option I have is to, okay, then at 4, if you are just closing your calls, then the best is that you take a bath, you do your pranayam, and then you sleep. Because then if you sleep at 4 and you get up at 12 and you've had your food, so there's a complete wreck. Your system is a wreck. So you have to change your dincharya for that. Which means that you have to change what you're eating. People who do their night shifts, I tell them, they suddenly start bloating, they put on weight, their face starts looking very bad. All the glow just leaves them. It just starts, your skin gets, your skin really just hangs. There's something wrong about when you change the solar cycle to lunar cycle. So for them also, I say that don't eat anything in your night shift. And, children have this tendency because they have their night shift. So, and it's cold. So they'll take multiple breaks. They'll go, they'll smoke. Their smoke breaks increase from 3 to 10 to 12. So they survive on smoke breaks. They survive on tea and coffee. Okay. So you have no idea how you are changing your system to be severely tamasic. It starts showing in your aura. It starts showing on your face. So even if there are conditions when you are awake at night, okay, please do not consume any food after 7 p.m. Now, anyways, your Mahashivratri sadhana is starting, and I have a lot of queries. So if you have received the document, I am just going to sort out these queries for you. I will just read out this document so that there are no confusions in this. Team, can you send the document, please? Okay, found it. It's fine. Okay, so the document says that Mahashivratri is 8th of March and we do a 40-day preparation for that day because this is culmination of Shiva and Shakti. And there is a Shiva and Shakti inside us also, the feminine and the masculine. So this Mahashivratri day is a day where we can experience the culmination of this energy and we can get that advantage of uplifting our energy to the next level. So we are all open to doing this Mahasadhana for 40 days, 21 days, 14 days, 7 days, or at least 3 days. I suggest at least 7 days, at least 1 week. 5 and 3 is for people who are extremely lazy. Okay. 40 days is people who are in bhakti and who actually don't care about marriages and anniversaries and birthdays and camps. And they understand that this is somewhere going to uplift their energies and discipline them even more. Otherwise, people are always full of excuses. Each year, I see that. So the 40-day sadhana begins on 29th January, and it is all culminating on 8th of March, when we will all be together. 21 days, 17th February, 14 days, 24th February, 7 days, 2nd March, and 3 days on 6th of March. The sadhana is done to purify the body and mind to be able to experience the energies on Mahashivratri, maintain a sattvic routine, avoid non-vegetarian food, alcohol, smoke, onion, garlic, avoid abusing and using bad language, avoid any form of gossip and indulging in bad company. Avoid wearing any black and dark blue clothes. Measure yourself in a black thread and tie it around your upper arm. Women on the left arm and men on the right arm. So besides this black thread, you avoid wearing anything black. Even socks, even your undergarments, avoid anything black during these 40 days. Avoid tea, coffee as much possible or restrict it to once a day. However, in the morning, the first drink has to be 1 tablespoon of ajwain, which is caron seeds, and 2 cloves boiled in water. Add 1 teaspoon of honey and drink this as a warm drink. If this drink is good for you, this is also Ritu Charya, because this is the time when your body needs these herbs. This can also be consumed thrice a day. Once a day is what we suggest, but if you like this drink, then you can drink this thrice a day. For diabetics and other sick people, there can be food should be consumed only 2 times a day, once around 12 noon and the other latest by 7 p.m. For diabetics and other sick people, there can be a third meal around 3 p.m. Every morning, take a bath by 7 and light a diya of ghee. Keep a asan, which is a seat of red color in your home, temple, or the north corner of your house. Place a diya in front of this seat. Make yourself comfortable on this. Make a lotus pose. Light a diya use your Rudraksh beads to chant the following mantra. So which means that twice a day you have to light this diya and sit in this direction, either your home temple or the north direction. Light the diya in front of you. Sit down with ease. Okay, clean your feet, clean your hands, clean your face nicely. Wear nice clothes, clean clothes, and sit in front of this diya. And you have to chant this mantra. Om Namah Shivaya Kalam Mahakal Kalam Kripalam Om Namaha. So you have to do the chant. Now the question is the beads. Last time I told you that you all use the beads in a wrong way. Okay. So I'm going to repeat it again because this question came again. When you hold your beads, again, you hold your beads in a way that your beads should not just fall off unattended. Your left hand should hold the beads like this, close to your chest. So which means the end of your mala should you should touch your breastbone. Okay. And then you hold the mala like this. This finger does not touch at all. In no spiritual process, this finger should touch. This is the finger of Jupiter. This is the finger that indicates ahankar and ego. So in nothing, even when you're doing your havan or you're doing anything of your puja, this finger should not touch. So you rest your mala here. Okay, you rest it here. And this finger can be used to just support the beads. And then you use your thumb. Yes, like this. You use your thumb to control your beads. Okay? That's how you do your mala. Then I had said that so this is how your rosary looks like. Now this, if you see, this first bead, which is just under the thread, is the 109th bead. Okay? Now this is not included in your chant ever. This is called the Sumeru bead. So how you start is that you keep your rosary like this, you rest it like this, and you start chanting. So say your any mantra. So say your Maha Mantra is Om Namah Shivaya. So you start chanting like this. Om Namah Shivaya. Ideal way of chanting is never to speak loudly. Only you should be able to hear. Okay. So you do like, at times if this finger is touching, it's not a problem, but never this finger. So you chant, 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 and then you reach. And then you reach here, okay? Which means that your mala is about to get complete. Now watch. So which means you have reached here. And this is 108. Now what do? You cannot cross the Sumeru. A lot of people make the mistake. Then they do this. No. So as soon as you reach here, you never cross the Sumeru. So this bead is your 108th bead. And you know now the 109th bead is the Sumeru. So you don't cross the Sumeru. Now you turn your mala like this. And then you chant like this. Okay. Then you again come here. Then again, you see the Sumeru is here. So which means your mala is completing, but you don't cross the Sumeru. Then again, you turn your mala like this and start again. Is that clear? The way you hold your mala, the way you keep your mala, no one can share your mala. Okay? No one should share anyone's rosary. Your mala is your mala. And that is why on every Mahashivratri, I give you energized Rudraksh malas. This time also, I will be giving you. Always keep your mala protected from the outside. So have a pouch for your Rudraksh malas, your bracelets. Then there is a question that the mala that we got on the Diwali Mahasadhana, can you use that? No, you can't use that. The Kamal Gatta mala, which you get on Diwali, is only for Lakshmi mantra. Okay. For all the other Siddh mantras, use your Rudraksh mala, which is the best. Okay. Some people could have their Tulsi mala or Chandan mala, that is fine. But there is a way to keep your mala. There is a way to protect your mala. There is a way to hold your mala. There is a way to chant your mala. So slowly and steadily, this is a part of your dincharya also. This is all included in Sadvrita, which means slowly you're learning how to perform. So this also is the Guru's dharma to teach you. Okay. So slowly and steadily, as we are on this journey, I will teach you these small, small things, which will take you to be better in your code of conduct. Okay. So Mahashivratri sadhana begins for all the people who want to practice 40 days. If you feel hungry initially, if there has been a death in the family, sadhana has nothing to do with that. Last year, my father passed away on 2nd of February and 18th of February was Mahashivratri. So your sadhana has nothing to do with this. But yes, as a ritual, we often say that when someone passes away in the family, for that stipulated time period, you should not go to the temple and you should not do any rituals as such. There is a difference between sadhana and ritual. Okay. So that will not be a problem because this is self-discipline. So you can continue to do your sadhana. It's not an issue. Then initially, if you feel hungry, because it takes time for your body to get into this rhythm of eating at 7 and then eating at 12, like you all do your intermittent fasting when you have to lose weight. So initially, it's a little tough because you're in a highest state of awareness. I'm saying don't abuse, don't gossip, don't indulge in bad company. So which means I'm asking you to cleanse yourself on a physical level, emotional level, mental level, spiritual level, behavioral level, social level. So cleansing is happening. Okay. But initially, if you feel hungry, then you can have fruits in the middle. It's absolutely okay. You can have as many fruits as you can. But that meal should be restricted to only 2 times a day. Please pray before you consume your meal. And meal doesn't mean that, oh, you're saying that, yeah, I ordered a burger without onion and garlic. That is not a meal. A meal is that please ensure that the person who is making the meal is also in this state. That is the next step of tapasya. So which means that someone who is making your meal also should be a happy person. So that happy person can be a wife, it can be a mother, or then if your staff is cooking, then you keep your staff happy. Okay. So the next level is also to check that who is making your meal. It should be like prasadam. When we make prasad, so these 40 days, your food has to be consumed like prasad. And then you see the magic that happens. One mandala means the elementary change in your body is 40 days. That's why we keep this sadhana for 40 days. So if you do anything for 40 days, you can change the 5 elements and the ratios in your body. So if there is a problem in the water element, you can change it. If there is an element, if the problem is the air element, you can change that. If your fire element is very high, you can change that. Okay. So try as much as you can. So team, please get the numbers of the people who are asking for the Mahashivratri sadhana. And please register yourselves soon for Mahashivratri. It's a free event. The reason for registration is only that so that your seats can be booked because the auditorium has limited seats. And all the people traveling from outside, we are going to suggest you some reasonable accommodations depending on your travel plans, 1 night or 2 night. We are going to suggest you some reasonable accommodations around the venue. Okay, so please fill your forms and the team will start calling you from today. If there are any queries, please get back on that. 8th of March, Mahashivratri. Please prepare yourself for that. Okay, so let's move ahead. My God, so many messages, so many messages. So people yesterday who had their hands raised, please come back, raise your hands. Sumit, Girika, everyone. So I'm just quickly revising. Yesterday, the main thing was that Satya, Dharma, Dan, Vrat, Tapasya, and Parakram. We need to have these in place before we think of mastering ourselves. The same being mentioned by Lakshmi, or the goddess of wealth, that I will only be around people who follow this or who have this. The same ones mentioned for what happens when you master yourself. Then it was about drishti, drishya, and drishta, which means that before you start this journey, understand that you are the drishta, you're the observer, observing a phenomena, the scene, with your vision, which is with your perception, which is your drishti. And the principle of physics and the spiritual principle says that the observer's vision and the observer's perception can change the phenomena. It's that very simple example which everybody takes. You fill a glass half water, somebody says it's half full, somebody says it's half empty. Okay? It's just the same thing, that how you see it, how you observe a phenomena changes the phenomena, hence changing your results. Then we delve into the chapter 6, where Arjun is first bothered that what will happen of the people who aspire to be on a spiritual journey and then they give up in the middle because of whatever. So the first reassurance that Krishna gives is that don't worry, I have their spiritual account, their spiritual merit of the accumulated past births with me. I know their spiritual ability and I will reinitiate them in this birth. So which means he's also trying to bring the entire creation as one, where we feel that we belong to different cultures and we have these inhibitions that, I am this and I am this. I think we should also realize that spirituality abolishes all kind of inhibitions. Who knows that some part of the world you are in, because you don't know your past births, right? You don't know where you were born in your past birth. That is the reason why so many people, Julia Roberts wrote in her book, Eat, Pray, Live, or something like that. I remember that I heard her interview long back, that she feels a connection with India. She feels that in some birth, she was born in India, right? So you don't know your past birth. You only relate to this costume. And then you put a lot of limitations around you that, no, this is what I am. This is what I follow. This is how I eat. This is what I will say. And then you limit yourself without the knowledge of your past costumes. So at some part of the world, I mean, imagine that this sharing which came from Vietnam yesterday was so inspiring for all of you, I think. You all should have been inspired. Okay? So you just see that how divinity brings you together. So it doesn't matter where you belong to right now, but for all you know, you feel a connection and then you just say that maybe, just maybe, we were all lost and then we are all coming back together now. Okay? So this is the reassurance that Krishna gives Arjun. And then he also talks about being a yogi and a sannyasi, and he says that A yogi and a sannyasi, according to Krishna, is someone who performs his duties and actions without the desire of the fruit. A lot of you wrote this yesterday to me, that they now go back, because I made this statement that maybe some great grandparent or some grandparent of yours was a yogi in terms of not gyan, but bhakti. Maybe someone in your family, you know, that they were not well read. They did not know the scriptures. They did not know Sanskrit. They did not have an access to so many Upanishads and Vedas, but they had bhakti. So they were a yogi because they performed all their actions without any expectation. They wanted no result, not even an act of appreciation. And be proud that you somewhere belong to their lineage. And that's why I said that please don't take your parents as examples, because somewhere I see the homes are distorted because of parents. They're lost. Go back. Find out about your great-grandfather. Find out. This will also give you an idea about your roots. Because, you know, there is this false ego that we have because our parents have taught us so much nonsense. And that's why I say a child is a yogi. He's born without all this, but it's the parents, especially the mother. मैं हमेशा बोलती हूँ कि एक माँ चाहे तो वो अपने बच्चे को चोर बना सकती है, एक माँ चाहे तो वो अपने बच्चे को डॉक्टर बना सकती है, एक माँ चाहे तो वो अपने बच्चे को संत बना सकती है. A mother has that power to make her children a saint, a doctor, an architect, a thief, a cheat, a selfish person. It's all on the parents, especially the mother. So if the mother starts distorting the child by gossiping, by feeding, what you are going through is your karma. Why are you using your child to pacify your life? Why? This is not self-mastery. Self-mastery is understanding that this is my life. I am facing this because I made those mistakes. I lost the power. And you are disempowering your already empowered child. And I've seen mothers doing it right from the beginning. If they have a problem with someone, okay, and usually this happens because the mothers, they lack that confidence. The mothers, they lack that importance. So the only way they can take importance is by controlling their own children. And I gave you this example of Sita yesterday. Being a single mother or a single father is not a taboo. It's absolutely okay. Why do you have to misfeed your children about your spouse and their family? It's okay. It was your choice to part ways. You felt that life can be better without your spouse. It's fine. But why do you have to start feeding your children that your father is a bad person, your in-laws are bad? Why do you do that? That is why sin is coming in your life. And that's why I took this example yesterday where I said that sorry, I think Sunil has just texted that his mother-in-law is admitted in the ICU. So, yeah, so why are we feeding our children? Why are we not mastered enough to accept that what we are facing is because of our prarabdha? And that's why I said, go back, because this is your journey. So one of the generation has to understand. If parents are not understanding, let the younger generation understand. This is your journey. If you can't stop your mother from cribbing and gossiping and crying, you change your path. You focus on yourself. Don't keep repeating that mistake, because in your family, it is going to become a karmic pattern. That's how karmic patterns start happening in a family. Someone has to break the chain. Someone has to cut that and say that, no, I am not going to do this. I am going to be on this path. Okay? So relate to some ancestor, someone in your family must have been a yogi. Someone in your family must have been a tapasvi. Someone in your family must have been a sannyasi. Relate to them and see their life, that they might have not been in gyan, but they were in bhakti, because they were surrendered, they were devoted, they were committed. So that's what Krishna is also saying. And he says, elevate yourself through the power of the mind, because your mind can be your biggest enemy. And he says the yogis who have conquered the mind, they have no duality left in them. There is no honor, dishonor. There is no joy and sorrow. They are always in a state of sambhava, state of balance. He has an impartial intellect, unbiased towards who is righteous and who is sinful. So you should develop that kind of unbiased intellect, where it doesn't matter whether it is your favorite person doing a sin, then he is sinful according to you. So which means that their life is very clear. They don't have to think so much. There are no two questions about it. What is wrong is wrong. Who is right is right. How does it matter who is doing it? Then he starts talking about yoga in the battlefield. And he says, find a seat for yourself. Sit on that seat. Start your yoga by gazing at your nose tip. So he's giving these instructions to Arjun in the battlefield. Then the questions that start arising in in Arjun's mind after Krishna says, too much sleep, less sleep is bad. Too much food, less food is bad. Then he kind of starts thinking that, the system that you're describing is non-attainable. It is absolutely impractical. And I don't think I can do this, because I can control the wind, but I cannot control my mind. So which also means that one thing, if you all understand that Arjun spends so much time with Krishna ever since he was a child. Okay. But still there is a point that Gyan can fail. There can be situations in your life where the Gyan, the knowledge fails. And there's a point in your life where even you can say, like Arjun, that I can control the wind. Like how Shweta broke down yesterday, that I'm sick of all this. There's hospital, 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 hospital. Which just means that you get to a point where you say, I can control everything in my life, but look at my own people. Look at this situation. So this can happen to anyone at any point in time. No matter what your social status is, no matter whether you're married, unmarried, single, divorced, it doesn't matter. Anybody can face it at any point in time. So two things. One, if you're in bhakti, this will never be a problem, because you're so devoted and so surrendered. But if you're not in bhakti, and if you have an illusion that you have knowledge, then you break down. And that is why I said that this satsang is the most powerful satsang, because somewhere you're all realizing that what is that difference between Gyan and Bhakti. Gyan can just tell you, surrender, surrender. And you can say, yes, I'm surrendered. Yes, I'm surrendered. But it is only Bhakti which tells you how devoted you are towards yourself. Then, there's this thing where I often, people, especially in the corporate world, people say that अभी काम कर लो, spirituality वगैरह बाद में देख लेना. अभी काम कर लो. Work is worship. Now, this is such a beautiful statement to make. Work is worship. They would have read it somewhere. You're using the word worship. So if you're saying work is worship, then worship means gyan, karma, bhakti, leading to swarna dharma. Then only your work can become worship. So you're using the statement which is so bookish and so philosophical that work is worship, spirituality baad mein dekhenge. Worship word comes from spirituality. Why don't leaders think about it the other way around? Why are they not putting the effort of making work a worship? That is why I say that आपकी कर्म भूमि है ये. इसको pure रखो. So just for telling others, you will say work is worship, work is worship. We'll see spirituality later. Why are you getting into spirituality? Spirituality is teaching you how to cleanse yourself so that work can be worship. The word worship comes from spirituality. It's a sanskar. It is a value. It is a virtue that you all should have, where your work is worship for you. And everything you do becomes your worship. So I feel that to make such statements, first understand the depth of these statements and don't mislead yourself by changing the meaning of these statements, please. Don't mislead yourself. Of course, work is worship, but worship, you got to get to a point to understand what worship is. It's a value that you should put in your work. It's a value that you should put everywhere in whatever you do. Okay? So then we are going to the verses a little later. So then he says the mind is turbulent, restless. But then Krishna says finally that, yes, you're right. It is difficult to restrain the mind. So Krishna also somewhere agrees to whatever Arjun is saying, that you're right, the mind is stubborn. It looks like it is unattainable. But he says that with the practices that I'm telling you, you can master it. So the only way to handle this is not restrain from the mind or to try and control the mind. Because if you try and control the mind, in a way, you're trying to control the situation, which is never possible. So Krishna says, I know what you're saying is true, but the only way out is to master this. And the processes that I'm teaching you are for mastering the mind. Okay? So before we go ahead, and of course, I ended with the story. I think the story is very, very profound because it is something which gives you, again, a reassurance that you're like this little river wanting to flow further, wanting to meet your destination, the ocean. But you get lost in the way, you get misguided, somebody gives you a wrong direction, then you go to the desert. And then your identity just gets crushed because the sand takes over. From a big river, you're hardly noticeable, right? So the desert talks to this river saying that you wait for the sunshine, because the sun is the only entity which is capable of transforming the state of water. So the sun can also pick up the water from the sand where it has dissolved. So whatever state you're in, let the sun shine bright. Find that hope. Find your guru. Let the sun shine bright on you. And you will realize that your state is transformed. So you're not meeting your destination in the same state that you wanted to meet. So this story also tells you that the state the river was in was not enough, was not apt for it to meet its destination. Its state had to change. So your state changes, the sun changes your state. And now you are carried by the clouds and then you fall into the ocean, which is your destination ultimately. Now the question is, are you all ready to change your state? That is the question. Are you all comfortable to change your state? Are you all comfortable that the sun shines bright? Or you're just crying that? And then, of course, those three lessons that the desert is giving the river. One is, wait, don't be in a hurry to just, rush. Wait. You found your guru, now wait. Let him start working on you. Okay? So you don't want your tributaries here and there. And so wait, now you found your guru, now wait. The second thing is the first, and what the guru will always say, protect your boundaries, protect your boundaries. Because if there's a storm, then there'll be more sand that will come and sit on you. There'll be more garbage people drop on you. Because as soon as this outside world sees you in the right direction, they will defame you more. They will call you names. And that's why I always say that 4 things should be kept to yourself. And that's why I say use this platform to share, no other platform. I'm repeating myself, no other platform. 4 things should be kept to yourself. The first is food. You don't need to tell people what you're eating. Protect your food. The second is protect your wife. These are not things which should be shown to the people. Oh, I have a beautiful wife. She's not something which you should go out and tell people. The Shastras have told us very important things and we have gone wrong here. That is why the families are breaking. So protect your food, protect your wife, protect your money. You don't need to tell anybody how much money you have. The more you tell people, it will start depleting. And that is also one problem. When I talk of money blueprint, the key thing which I understand is that the whole world knows what is your bank balance. Okay, so Sachin is saying protect your husband also. Okay, don't talk about your husband also. Okay. I'm talking about Shastras. Shastras say wife because she's a form of Lakshmi. Now, if you want to say husband, then okay. So then the 4th thing is your bhakti. Means your devotion. What you follow, who you follow, how much you follow. Why should you go out and tell people? They are going to ridicule you. The outside world will do everything to ridicule you. Because their aim is to bring you down. Their aim. So these 4 things are clearly mentioned. That is why in Islam, why do the women wear burqas? This is a form of protection only, no? And I don't know, Syed, correct me if I'm wrong. They have restrictions, no? Who to open the burqa in front of.
No, ma. Yes, ma'am. Each and everything has been described and explained in the Quran. That
Yeah.
kiske samne you can go in front of them. They use a word called mahram and na mahram. Mahram, in front of them, a lady can go. Okay, na mahram, a person in front of them, a lady can never go.
Correct. So even in Hinduism, there was ghungat, no? You've seen your mothers doing it. You've seen your grandmothers doing it. The same thing was in Hinduism also. So the ghungat just meant that you're protecting the woman of the house. You're protecting the girls of the house. So whenever their brother-in-laws would come or the father-in-laws would come, they would do a ghungat. This is a way of protection. It's not a very obsolete and a very down market thing and against modernism or something. It's just a subtle reminder to the girl also that there is a maryada around you. Don't call it a parda system, please. It's a shastra. It's not a system. If you say it's a parda system, then there'll be debates. Please don't call it a parda system. This is how you have understood it. That is why you have ridiculed it. The other thing is there is a scientific reason behind covering your head. Your head has your 7th chakra, which is your Sahasrara chakra, your crown chakra. The lady of the house was always meant to be high on spirituality because she was praying. You go to the temple and you cover your head. You go to the Gurdwara and cover your head. Why do you cover your head? You're sitting for a prayer and you're asked to cover your head. The men will put a handkerchief. The women will take their saris or their dupattas. There is a scientific reason for this. The Shastras cannot always say things to control you. There's a scientific reason. The woman of the house was supposed to be high on spirituality because she was praying. And this chakra should be protected. That's why your guru will always keep his hand here and bless you. If you go to the temple and Gurdwara, you are supposed to cover your head. In the temples, you don't. But Gurdwara, if you go without covering your head, they will say, please cover your head. Now, the gods sitting there don't need that respect. The scientific reason is that you accumulate a lot of energy. And that energy should be retained. This is the only chakra which connects you to the higher self. So your energy moves upwards when you sit in a spiritual zone. So you see a lot of people, even especially the volunteers of Siddhi, now they have just started covering their heads when they sit for satsang, not because I have told them to cover. It has just come from inside. I've just noticed they've started doing it since a few satsangs. The reason is when your energy gets accumulated, it should not leak from here. You retain it. So you cover your head with a cloth. So the woman of the house used to do this because she understood that I am the Shakti. So it wasn't that, so today a woman is like, no, I can reveal my body. So what? It's my body. Now there is no argument. You want to do it, you do it. But don't do it by ridiculing the Shastras. You want to do it, you do it. You want to reveal yourself, you reveal it. But don't ridicule the system. The system is not a parda system. Please, Manisha, delete your message. This irritates me. It's not called a parda system. The Islam has burqa. Hindus talk about ghungat. It is just about your protection. Even the men in Islam, they look at a woman in a certain way. I've read enough stories about Prophet Muhammad, about how he used to, Sayyid, am I right? About how he used to, he never used to lift his eyes in front of women.
This
Am
is
I right?
also allowed, yes, ma. Okay. It's not only for the women to do the parda, it's also for the men to do the parda. How? Just controlling their that organ of action, that is eye,
Correct. Correct.
not to look
This
on
is
the
so
on those
beautiful, you
na-mahram.
see. Yeah, this is so beautiful. No conflict. And even the Hindu Shastras have said that पत्नी के अलावा हर एक औरत आपकी या तो माँ है, या बहन है, या बेटी है. So it's not just for the women. It is for the men also. You can't objectify, you can't look at a woman and admire her and be lustful towards her. That is the problem with today's society. That is why the women are also somewhere rebelling. But the Shastra in Islam also says that. The Shastra in Hinduism also says that besides your wife, everyone is either your sister, your mother, or your daughter. What is this? Bhav. The equation that we did yesterday. Bhav, Bhavana, Bhakti, and Swaran Bhagya. So भाग्य तो आपका तभी बनेगा ना जब आप हर एक औरत को माँ समझोगे, बेटी समझोगे. Now you are doing everything that you should not do. And then you want to have money, you want to have Lakshmi, you want to be rich. How is it possible? You are a woman, you know your limits. You know what the Shastra says about Shakti. Understand that and see how successful you will become. So don't think that only one side, only the women are made to do so many. Even there are a lot of understandings for men also. But the problem is that both have broken them. But the Shastra, what Shastra says is that keep your wife in parda. Parda means usko numayish mat karo uski. Okay? Men can't carry their wives as trophies with them. I'm sure you don't do it to your daughters, right? You're very restrictive for your daughters. Then why not your wife? Because the Shastra says wife, because she's Lakshmi. Then you're Lakshmi, your money. Nobody should know how much money you have. In the olden days, nowadays everything is open, okay? In the olden days, go back to your grandfather, you wouldn't know how much wealth he has. They wouldn't tell you how many lands and how many properties they had. Wealth accumulation happens when no one knows about it. When the whole world will know about it, then nothing will happen. Okay? Then your food. Your food is divine. It should only carry your energy, divine energy. But today I see completely opposite things happening. That's why everything is deteriorating at some point. You eat in each other's plate. You eat, there are no food restrictions whatsoever. All this leads to some sort of deterioration, which you might not be willing to understand. Okay, and then of course is bhakti. Bhakti is your rituals, your prayers, your remedies, your guru. Why do you want to tell the whole world? And somebody asked me this question a few months back, and I said, why do you keep taking my name? You put my teachings in your personality. You put my teachings in your behavior. You put the Shastras in your behavior. And let people come and ask you, who do you follow? How come there is this positive change? Who do you follow? Compel the people to come and ask you that. Why you go around telling everyone and then you feel bad and ridiculed and this and that? That is what the whole world is there for. People have done it for Ram. People have done it for Krishna. They've done it for Prophet Muhammad. They've done it for Jesus. They've done it for everyone. Let your results show. Compel people to come and ask you, who do you follow? How come you're so sorted? How come you've become so positive suddenly? and then you reveal the power. Okay? Remember these 4 things for life. So there's too much of bha happening, bhakti, bhagya. So I'll give you more bhas now. So to have a happy family, I'll give you more bhas, actually. So there's bhakti, there's bhagya, there's bhav, there's bhavana. My God, so many bhas. So now more bhas your way. In order to have a happy family, the first bha is bhojan. Okay? Please have one meal together with your family. It doesn't matter whether you're in business or you're a professional or this, it doesn't matter. Bhojan, one meal with your family. Okay? Then is bhajan. Always do bhajan with your family. And that's why I said that you're coming for Mahashivratri, come with your family. So bhojan with your family, bhajan with your family. And third is Brahman with your family. Always go on outings with your family. Make these small programs. Don't say that, oh, work keeps me so busy and I'm not able to go. Make small programs, not necessarily world tours. So Bhojan, Bhajan, and Brahman. According to the Shastras, these 3 bhas, I can guarantee if you are doing these with your family, there will be no conflict ever. Ever. What Bhojan does not do, Brahman will do. What Brahman does not do, Bhajan will do. Make in a week, in 10 days, in 15 days, those small things. It's not about where you are going, what you are eating. And that's why for this reason only, I kept saying satsang is for family, satsang is for family, satsang is for family. Because whatever the world says, I don't care, but you can only be happy doing your work when your family is happy. You have to have a happy family so that you can do your work stress-free. Otherwise, usually what I see is that in your business, I see you are growing, but the family is not growing. Which means you always say the family is not able to understand. The family is not able to understand because you've not given space and time for your family to grow mentally with you. How will they relate to you? So suddenly overnight you have become a rich man and you pretend to be a rich man and the family is all zapped. For a family, for a mother, you will still be that idiot. And I'm telling you, have that one person in your life who can call you an idiot, no matter how rich you are, who can actually bring you down and say that, tu hai kaun? Who are you? Your guru will always do that to you. He'll always keep killing your vanity and your ego. And in most of the cases, it's your mother. So whoever you become, it doesn't matter. Okay? So keep your bhas in place. All right. So yes, Brahman is short trips and excursions. Yeah, so in the bhojan that you have, you're anyways on your mobile. So I did mention in one of the satsangs that please confiscate everyone's mobile when you're sitting for food. Because when you sit for food, that time also everyone is only having their mobiles in their hand. Okay? It's your loss. It's your loss. The Shastras are giving you enough remedies to bring back that happiness and prosperity in your life. All right, so let's go to sharings. Sumit. And then we'll come to Vietnam 335. I'm so intrigued to speak to you today. Yes.
Pranam, Har Har Mahadev. So yesterday when everyone was sharing, I thought that I'll send you a video message like I always do. I normally don't share on this forum. Two things. One thing that you've said, what I have done, that I lost the path. I think I have done some good deed that I found you or you found me, that I'm here. I am fortunate enough to at least, be in that gyan, be in that bhakti, that कितनों को ही मिलता है ये. So I am very much fortunate. Second thing is the sharing, like everybody was sharing. जो आपने कहते ना छाती चौड़ी हो गई, जो आपने बोला 1000 बार गिरोगे 1000 बार संभालूंगी, that one thing is like उसके बाद there is nothing left in the world. And my life before 2020 was a whole mess. I can't tell you. I was like, I can't express this in the words, but since when you came in my life, everything is changed drastically. Everything, every small thing you talk about financially, you talk about mentally, you talk about, everything is changed. And yes, the things that you're saying, that don't speak my name, I'm glad that people have started saying, भाई क्या हो गया तुझे? Why you are so modest? साधु की तरह बातें क्यों कर रहा है? And I was like, भाई जो सही है वो सही है. So many things happening in the office, the appraisal, this and all. And trust me, I don't bother about anything. And what makes me happy is, there is one fencing. If anything goes around, I always think of that sthiti paristhiti. Don't let your mental state affect this. So thank you so much. I don't know why I'm shivering, but thank you so much. I mean, you are here. Koti. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Sumit, I remember about you when you had sent me some pictures and video of some Babaji who had come to your house and your family was falling a prey and he was taking things away and all of that. And I remember those were the initial days, right?
Yep. Very, very initial days, yeah.
And from there to here, and that's what I was saying, Sumit, that when your life exuberates with the energy of Guru, with the energy of G Cube, and when even one person asks you, how are you doing this? That is the time to reveal, not before that. Before that, you're also not eligible to say, no?
Yep.
See, I am also a spiritual teacher who goes by the teachings. If I would have been different, where I would have said, okay, now you all go out and tell the whole world. I am also not doing that, no? It's not, yesterday I was very touched because a few people, they wrote to me. I got a lot of messages yesterday and I was very touched that they actually wrote, their bhakti showed in the messages that they wrote, how do you do it, Dee? How do you handle so many emotions? How do you handle emotions of so many people? How is it even possible? So when you exuberate with this energy and you compel one person to come and ask you, yaar, ye kya karta hai tu? How do you do it? That is the time to tell them, okay, you also come. You also come for satsang. You also see what I'm doing. When I don't do it, and you should appreciate this, that we are not creating some false, we are saying, okay, now come, everybody come, because I believe in the fact that spirituality is not for the masses, it is for the classes. So, and I believe that if you all are here, it means that Mahadev is willing to change your life. So you be these torch bearers. You show with your behavior, with your attitude, with your bhagya, with your bhavana, with your bhav. Let people come and ask you who you follow. Then you reveal. Okay?
Har Har Mahadev.
Har Har Mahadev. Bless you always. Are you still in Singapore?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
I was about to write you, मैं यहाँ पे कैसे लूँ वो सब चीजें क्योंकि पिछली बार मैं पूरा सिंगापुर भ्रमण करके लेके आया था वो 31st वाली, यहाँ पर एक जगह मुस्तफा करके, so from there I'll take it.
So why you're not coming for Mahashivratri? You come.
I am seeing, I'm planning because उस टाइम पे ना बहुत से लोगों ने पहले ही डाल, so I'll see कि मेरे पास क्या schedule है, but definitely if it's in my hand I will definitely come with my family for sure.
Vietnam 335.
Good morning, Guru Ma.
Good morning.
Thank you, Guru Ma. I'm turning 26 this year, and I would like to share a little bit about this. In the past years, I have never felt connected with any religious traditions. Like in Vietnam, we have this tradition where we honor our grandparents, our grandparents. And even though I still follow what my father told me to do, but I've never felt connected with it. And in the past 2 years, I had this very long-lasting love relationship with my girlfriend. And we were getting to some point that I feel very stuck. And then there was this thought, there was this perception that was birthed in me, that I felt the urge to try to seek for the reasons behind all things that are happening to me or is happening to the world. And when I start to look back, that thoughts, that perception really helped guide me through all of those days. And in the past 2 years, all my health, my mental health, my work, my family, everything has improved significantly. But in those paths, even though I feel guided, but I don't feel like I can share this with anyone. Even though I try to talk with anyone about this, I felt like no one would understand how I feel. And there are also thoughts in me that say that whether I'm all right or not, whether I'm following the right path or not. And then it was at some point that I feel a little lost in myself, and because there was no guidance from anyone, probably because of my past perception of religious tradition, that I did not try to seek for anyone specifically to help me with this. But then magic happened. I had the opportunity and I found this business and I'm here. And I remember the day that I saw you on BI. And then this is my first time that I'm speaking in Satsamg, and it was obviously my second time attending Satsamg with you. The last time I studied through the Vietnamese link, but this time I'm sitting in the same room and I'm talking to you now. And I just want to express that every second that I'm spending here, it feels so natural. It feels like I'm being home. It's like I'm gravitating towards my origin, and I feel very blessed about it. And I just want to say that I'm very grateful and I'm very thankful that you have guided me throughout the path up to this point. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And lots of love and blessings for you. My God, such young people with such amazing purity and such good hearts. And I want to say that this is the make or the break point for all the young people, because this business is full of young people. Like I was talking to Manali also yesterday, this business is full of young people. And if you go wrong, if you put that one foot wrong, your second foot will follow. But I have such a strong belief that if this young generation finds a guru, and that guru is able to help them be on the right path, this generation can do wonders. As parents, as grandparents, we will watch and we will take pride in our new generation. So guys, it's absolutely okay. Manali and so many young people here, Ravi and Ajinkya, and so many young people here. It's okay if things have not worked out. It's fine. It's fine. Don't deliberately put your foot in the wrong direction. Don't be vindictive. Don't be angry on yourself. Look at this beautiful sharing from Vietnam. Just take that first step with me. That's it. I'm willing to give you all I can, but you take that first step with me. These young people are worth a lot more. Don't fall into addictions. Don't do anything wrong that you will repent later. Keep yourself pure. But it's okay. Whatever has happened has happened. Start again. Start again. And when this pure energy will enter into business, when this pure energy will enter into your family, you see the magic. Okay? Thank you very much for your sharing. Vietnam 145.
Thank you very much. I'm very, very happy to get valuable lesson from you. You know, I have attended Satsamg for over a year, and the first time I did not totally understand what you mean. And since the second time I attended Satsamg, I promised myself that I surrender what lessons you share with me, is because whenever I sit opposite with you, all of my chakras move strongly and quickly. I do not know the reason why. And you know, sometimes I have some talk like this. How can I become a copy of Guru Ma? Because not because of being famous, but because I really want to send my validity to many people around the world, you know. And yes, whenever I thought that, and I feel very funny, I smile at myself. How can I become Guru Ma? When I sometimes feel not feel self-confidence, like you know, I receive a lot from you, and I receive a lot of many valuable things from Baba Sachin or Dato GVJ. But whenever I receive many valuable things like that, but whenever I go out to share validity to many people, but some people I don't feel self-confident to share something to them. I do not know the reason why. And one more thing that I really want to know, that how can I become self-mastery effectively, Guruma? Thank you so much.
So 3 things I'd like to tell you. One is that self-mastery is a process. Okay. And self-mastery, now we've already been on the path of self-mastery with Gyan, with knowledge. Now we are introducing the main ingredient in self-mastery, which is bhakti. Okay. So self-mastery is a journey. There is, even the enlightened ones will say that we are on a journey of self-mastery. So every day in your journey of self-mastery, you will master something. One day you will master your hunger. One day you will master your anger. One day you will master your sleep. One day you will not master your sleep. Then you will try something else to master your sleep. It's a process. But to be in that process of self-mastery, your spiritual processes are very important. Your daily regime is very important. And everything new that we are learning every satsang, that becomes a part of your regime. Reading your notes is a part of your regime. Everything becomes a part of your regime. Okay? Hesitation in asking, telling. Now see, hesitation even when I'm talking about this satsang or this topic, people often hesitate to talk about spirituality also outside, they hesitate to speak about it. Now, at one point, I'm saying that let you be a living testimony of your guru. Let you be a living testimony of the knowledge that you follow, versus if the need arises and you have to talk about it, if somebody actually pulls you and says that, no, tell me, at that time, you should be able to talk about it very gracefully without hesitation. At that time, you can't say, no, I will keep quiet because I'm being asked to keep quiet. No. Self-mastery means that, one, don't beat your own trumpet. Don't blow your own trumpet. But if somebody is asking you, then stand up and clarify. That is important. Don't hesitate. This platform is the best to remove your hesitation. And the Bhakti module, the Bhakti Satsang is the best. So whoever has any sort of fear, any sort of hesitation, just speak and get away with it. Because this energy which is being created in this satsang is not going to come back. So just share and get away with it. Don't hesitate. And remove your hesitation by sharing here. Okay? Okay? And keep cleaning your chakras.
Thank you so much, Guru. You know that I discovered that I have a very, very excellent business from Baba Sachin. And I really want to go out to share all of validity Baba Sachin giving us. But sometimes I hesitate, like you say that's okay. I do not know most of people I share. I feel very confident, but some of people I feel hesitate when I share with them about this business. I do not know the reason why.
For business specifically, I'm not here to comment. Maybe Sachin is the best person, but I do know that maybe your hesitation about business also comes from the fact that maybe you are understanding that they're not very good people or they're not very positive people, and you don't want them to say anything negative about your business. Right? So maybe you're catching their energy. We all have that intuition, no, from inside, that we get to know that these are negative people. They will not take it well. Okay, so maybe your hesitation is because of your intuition also. Maybe, okay? Sachin will clarify that for you. Okay, thank you very much. Girika, did you change your name?
Yes,
Why you changed your name?
my previous name was not according to the numerology and all those things, so that's why हमारी घर के जो पंडित जी थे उनके साथ बात करके किया है.
Okay, हाँ बताओ.
हाँ, प्रणाम. बहुत कुछ शेयर करना है. एक चीज जो है, it is taking a lot of courage to speak today. Basically, I feel very filthy about myself because of my past wrongdoings, and I don't know if any way is there to do the prayasit. I feel कि if there would have been any way, कोई उपाय कोई तरीका मिलता कि जिससे शायद मुझे सुकून मिलता कि ओके फाइन, नाउ मे बी आई एम एबल टू, आई एम अ क्लीन पर्सन मे बी. हाँ, जो किया है गलत उसका फल तो भोगना पड़ेगा, एंड still that is going on, I believe, and it's painful, but I don't have any other option. And some patterns are getting repeated with me, like I'm 27 right now, my family is thinking about marriage and all, thoda thoda karke. So they are like okay with the marriage, मतलब खुद से भी तुम किसी को पसंद कर रहे हो तो okay है. But every time a person comes, I can send, मतलब I'm not sure, मतलब कुछ ज्यादा दिन वो बातचीत होता है, उसके बाद ज्यादा दिन it doesn't stay, and it hurts me somewhere कि why it is getting repeatedly happening with me, and all those things are going on, and somehow it affects me a lot mentally. And about the satsang and everything, my mom, like you said, no, having a meal together in a day, having family का support and all. इवन 40 दिन का महासाधना करने का मैंने डिसाइड किया है, ये लेके बहुत कुछ, इवन आपके बारे में बहुत कुछ बोला है, एंड आई फेल्ट रियली बैड. So I don't know, the I just feel like if I get connected with you, if I could get connected with you, आपका टाइम मतलब स्लॉट नहीं मिल रहा था, मैं ट्राई की हूँ पहले भी, तो it would have been better. And
नहीं होगा गिरिका, कोई मेरा slot personal time का, these 10 to 11 hours which I give you in 1 month, how can it be equal to 40 minutes of a personal slot? What will I tell you in 40 minutes?
नहीं, अलग से कुछ नहीं, but maybe I'll be able to share.
It's very clear with young people like you that if you don't change yourself, which mother on this planet will have a problem if their daughter or son is on the right path?
But she said ulta seedha thing about you also.
That is because you are not changing. That is because you're not changing. If you are following someone, there is a Panditji also, no, that comes to your house who changed your name. Your mother would have been okay with that, right? Because I'm sure your mother knows what you are doing. And she's trying everything under the sun to change you. She's trying to change your name. She's trying to do some remedies. She's trying to call Pandits because she wants you to be on the right track. And I'm saying it, and I say it more than often, that just by attending satsang or just by going and telling that you follow me without showing the change, your mother has a right to say this to you. That what are you learning? What is she teaching when you're not changing? That is what I'm trying to tell you through the satsang. That what is the point in following? What is the point in coming when you're not following? And which mother on the planet will be against a guru if the child is on the right path? But despite attending the satsang, if you are not showing any change in your behavior, at one point, you also know, right, that you were in a depression. You were on medication. You have shared it in the past satsang.
Yes.
Obviously. So look at your mother's pain and agony. So your mother's hope is that if you're following someone, you should be changing for better. And I'm sure that the change she's not able to see. Otherwise, which mother will bring a Pandit to the house and change your name? No mother will make all these efforts, right? Because the problem with today is also that you like to hide behind the name of spirituality. You like to hide behind the name of a guru and say that, no, I know what I'm doing. I know who I'm following. You understand what I'm saying? Your problem is that you are not finding a real anchor. You're just sitting here feeling good. There is no surrender. I can see there is no surrender in your aura. I know there is a need to go. I know there's a need to be well. There is a need. And Marriage is very sacred. Marriage is very sacred. Please do not get into marriage with this state. Marriage is a very sacred experience. It is a sanskar. It is one of the 16 sanskars in our dharma. I don't blame your mother at all, because I'm not here to take brownie points from anyone. I'm only here to change lives. That's it. I'm sowing these seeds because I want to transform every single life. So if your mother is saying something, I am not getting disturbed at all. I am happy because she's saying the right thing. I'm teaching you things and you're not changing. In your school also, in your parent-teacher meeting also, if the child is not performing well, the parents, they go to the teacher, no, on the parent-teacher meeting and talk.
Yes.
So you make your mother talk to me, no? I will tell her. You make your mother talk to me. Her problem is you.
Yes.
Her problem is not the teachings and me. The problem is you. And please prove your love and respect for your GQ by following what I'm teaching. Okay? Nikhilesh.
Pranam Di, Har Har Mahadev. I would like to share question which you asked, where did you go wrong? So I was thinking about it day before, and I just went back to how the life started, and when I got connected with you since 2020 September, उससे पहले every time in बचपन में भी, whenever in the school time or when I was with my friends, I used to typically make fun of people who used to talk about puja, who used to talk about bhakti. There was a certain kind of mockery. I used to ridicule specifically why it is all required, why to go to temple also, why to go to Gurudwara. If God is there, God has sent me here, so why do I need to express that love? Why do I need to show it to people? So it was some kind of arrogance and ego, wherein people were doing it and I was opposing it. Deep down inside, I was thankful, I was grateful for everything which was happening, whether it was academics, whether it was clearing all the professional exams. So but I never used to kind of express, and that non-expression at some point in time led to that feeling that I am not at all connected. Somewhere down the line, I think that feeling of love, that feeling of gratefulness, it kind of evaporated from life, which eventually percolated to the relations as well, with respect to with my parents. So for them also, tremendous kind of respect. Everything what today also I'm doing for them. But then when it comes to expressing, with respect to by way of emotions also, or by way of talking, I fall short of words. Probably today also, what I was thinking, I sent you a message yesterday. I don't think so I'll be able to express that properly, but I realized that that surrender in expression also, or that surrender totally, with respect to everything, I've not been able to do. And it is with respect to relations also. It is with respect to whenever my friends were there for me at every given point in time when I wanted them, whether it was getting married. So my entire marriage was done by my friends only. Why my parents were there, just there, but they helped everything. They कुछ करने भी नहीं दिया parents को. But when it came to my duty towards them, there was certain kind of things. Business में कुछ था, I was there. I always used to prioritize that. In that time, I was never there. So that kind of strained the relations with respect to them also. So at every given point in time, I feel that whether it is respect to money also. So yes, there has been very good times also, but then that abundant feeling, I kind of never was able to feel that. And somewhere down the line, I feel it's because of that non-expression of gratitude and being there with people at all the times, keeping my goals, business above everything, has kind of gotten that feeling that I was not there with the my family, I was not there with my friends, I was not there with people when they wanted me to, right? So but since 2020, it has been a journey with you, wherein I think I have gone to particular chapter of my life. I was able to understand the reason, why, things did not happen, and why in these entire years, certain patterns also got repeated. So I realized the actual thing which I was missing. And since 2020, the with respect to money, what you have taught me, the law of give and take, I've been consistently following that. And the metaphysical level, what I've been thinking in terms of my response to things before 2020 and after 2020, one thing I've realized about myself is my response to situations has been very different. I've been able to control myself. Things happen now also, but then that sthiti paristhiti, what you've taught me, I apply to every situation, and slowly and steadily I kind of come out from there, right? So the realization, when you said where did I go wrong, so I am now trying to correct everything. I am trying to apply all the knowledge. Whenever I feel low, I go to my notes, I see those notes, and try to
Yes, with you, I've seen the roller coaster graph, up and down, up and down, up and down. And that is only this lack in you. And the day you start mastering this, so don't master your dincharya. First, it is your journey. You now know where you lack. Start mastering this. Okay? This set value system that you have developed, isko thoda sa change karo. Business will always be the priority. But it should not be taken like an excuse to not do other dharmas. Usually, you guys take it as an excuse. And then others will curse the business. That is not how this works. Okay. Okay, so I'm taking Sachin now, and then we will close. And the other thing is, this bhakti has been really wonderful, and it is going to continue. We're going to meet in February also. I'll take you deeper into this chapter. We have just about started scratching, so you can understand how intense chapter 6 onwards is. It is going to break a lot of barriers for you. All right. I will just say that don't discuss. This is not a chapter that you can discuss. This is something which you can experience and feel. Okay, just drench yourself in bhakti and you will know. Yes, so Lakshmi plates is what I have sent to the Vietnam people, and for all the more that you need, I will be happy to prepare them. The Lakshmi plates need to be kept on a stand on your table, on your working table. I have a picture of my Lakshmi plate. Please send it to everyone. Lakshmi plates are already energized for Vietnam, considering the issues, the challenges, the protection, the growth, everything. Keep it on your table. Every day offer some flowers and light a nice fragrance candle. Just pray to it. No need to chant mantra if it's tough. Just pray to it, because the yantra is like a geometrical cosmic map which protects you, which gives you growth. All right. So just it being there, the Lakshmi plate being there on your table is enough. And it's like a cosmic geometry. You see these geometrical patterns, right? So let it be there on your table, but light a diya, light a lamp every day, and put some fresh flowers, and use my reference image, how I keep my plate. Use that as a reference. Okay, so Sachin, I want you to share.
Ramji, Haran Mahadev. Now, it's been what, Satsang started in 2020, and then since that time, yesterday I was only remembering, I think I was just thinking that is there anyone who attended with me all the Satsang actually, right? I mean, say not even a single um, missed. There was a reason behind it uh, because when I look back for the last 3 years, okay, whatever I have handled in my life in last 3 years, I think without satsang and without you, it would have been a disaster actually. I mean to say, people nowadays, I see people have a small issue, they get entangled, they get, oh my God, I have this issue, I have that issue, this issue, and like they get distracted or they get sucked into that issue actually. But when I look back, I thought maybe 2020 during the separation time was a difficult time. But after that, because that time satsang started actually just before that, right? And I was following you before also 100%. But that time, like, I think I was isolated from everywhere, and you were the only go-to person. And I think people are talking about what went wrong. I want to say that that is the only thing which went right that time, right? Which actually protected me from my own thoughts. Generally, people kill themselves through their own thoughts and through their own energies, actually, right? Which helped me to be in a right energy, right thought process. In fact, I learned the word called bhakti actually from there only that time, because 2 times in a day satsang was happening every week actually, right? And I was attending both. And in the daytime also, I was busy doing practices. And that is the time I started my rituals, pandemic time and all that, right? But that has given me so much. 2 times, you never told us to do 2 times. I started doing 2 times because one time when I used to do, it used to keep me calm for 12 hours at least. So I used to do second time again, right? And uh, my whole focus was into that one. And that made me understand. I still remember you used to tell me that that you have no idea how much powerful you will feel, and how much uh, you know how much other people will get intimidated from you, those who try to pull me down actually, right? Okay. And that's what exactly I saw. Like, I eventually, slowly I started feeling so powerful within myself, and people around me who were trying to pull me down, they started feeling intimidated actually, right? And I saw this, and exactly same statement you made in the beginning of the journey. I mean, say just when I was in the first gear actually, right? And then I thought maybe, okay, fine, this is it. I still remember when exactly I understood surrender. When we were trying to work out things actually, right? You and me, and still things were not getting worked out, right? That time, uh, you told me one day that even if everything is okay, still the issues will not be resolved, right? You still have the similar life. And that day I surrendered to Mahadev. My prayer changed. I told Mahadev that, I don't want to tell you what I want. I want to only tell you, do whatever is good for me in the long run. And that's it. Khalas, after that, everything becomes so easy actually, right? And that day I understood what is surrender. Because before that, I was asking for something. And from that day onwards, I started telling him, I don't want to ask. I don't want to tell what I want, because maybe I don't know what is good for me. You know what is better for me. Right? And that day I understood surrender actually. And that surrender state from that time till today. I stopped asking for anything. Now in my prayer, 3 most important thing I ask always. Gratitude. I mean, say always I thank God for, in my own way. My prayer is like as if I'm talking to him actually. Right? So in my own way, I tell him, thank you for giving me Guru, Gyan, and Bhakti. 3 things. Bhakti is happening for the first time in the satsang actually, right? But I understood the power of that time only. Because once before also I asked you, long back, is it not, I feel blessed. Because when I started feeling that bhakti, I feel blessed because this cannot be explained to anybody, and this can only be experienced. And that's why exactly I asked you also, is it not a blessing? Because ये सबके बस की बात नहीं है, तो सबको मिलती भी नहीं है चीज. Everyone don't get it actually, right? And after that, bigger disasters happened when the Arya was going through surgery. Then after that, parents. I think like yesterday, Shweta was talking that, like she was telling that she's tired actually, right? Okay. I would have been in the same state if I would not be connected and not be in this path actually continuously without getting, because people come and then they go when such thing happen actually. And then again, maybe, so thank God and thanks to you that you were there all the time, that everything is now no challenge looks big. In fact, yesterday I was talking to Shanti about the system also, and I was able to tell her to take this topic. Why? Because in the business, people talk about business, mechanics, this, that, in this business, everywhere actually, right? My intention is to share with people, and if they can learn, if they're able to balance their mind and emotions, I think business will be a cakewalk actually. Everything is this only, right? And I was, thank God to the Satsang and this association and your guidance and your gyan and your blessings and protection, that because I'm able to experience and able to think about other people, that they should get this actually, right? Otherwise, without experiencing, this topic will also not come in the system, for system actually, for the system also, right? Otherwise, system topics are people come, motivate, and go back, right? And motivation, 5 minutes, something wrong happens, everything goes out of window actually, right? So all these things, whatever we are able to do the business also because our experience, my experience in last 2.5 years has changed to a different level actually, right? And yes, so I feel now, in fact, 1.5, 2 years back, I used to feel, what if you are not around me? How will I manage? But then I surrendered there also. That thought also came in my mind. What if you're not there? I'm so dependent on you now. But that thought also gone because while attending satsang, I think Lian asked a question long back in the satsang about because and you, I think, mentioned that Guru also ensures that you are not left alone even if that Guru is not there. That I think she was talking about her past Guru and all, right? And in whatever form that will ensure actually, right? Maybe from learning or whatever. So my experience is, I don't know how many people will understand this, but I can say only one thing, that I always tell people it's not overnight process. The only thing which is needed is consistency here also. And I don't know, thank God for making my wiring here that I'm not logical. I'm not logical means I don't unnecessarily think too much. I just surrender and work. In fact, first time when we spoke in 2018, you mentioned while reading that your prarabdha is like that you are like that only, right? That either you are in or you're out. You're not in between times. So thank God that this is, I think this is a journey. I mean, otherwise evolving actually, right? Otherwise, it's a waste. Why we are living other? This is what, and somehow I feel Arya is growing up, and it's become so easy. I don't want to teach anything. She will learn on its own. If we conduct ourselves in a right way, I don't think we have to teach anything to the kids actually, right? Any damn thing, right? So that's what my experience about bhakti, surrender, and how exactly it helped me to come out of the biggest of the disasters, where there are people who can commit suicide in this kind of situation actually, right? Or can go mad actually, right? But very gracefully, with your help and guidance, I was able to sail through, and I don't know how many situations will come in life. I don't even know. But I think every time we used to think, oh my God, that was a situation. The bigger one came after that, right? And I remember we sitting in Delhi in hospital, and we were thinking that what happened in 2021 was a bigger disaster, but 2022 was more difficult than that, actually, right? So, but 2023 was, everything was fine. After that, we got used to.
Yeah.
So once again, I don't speak too much, but it's only my action and my bhav, which is, I know you can see that. I don't want to say anything. That's it.
I can see that, and I will also add here that yesterday I got a lot of messages where people saw you feeding Arya, and she came to you and you were feeding her. And this is a message which goes straight to those single mothers who feel that vatsalya, yani that feeling of motherhood, is so tough when you're a single parent. And then you feel that, oh, you're doing everything alone. Sachin is a single father. And he got the daughter immediately after his divorce and separation. And a lot of other things which maybe someday he wants to talk about. I will not mention. It hasn't been easy. But he didn't lose anything. What a beautiful thing he said, that he's just gained out of this. So this is what is bhakti. And I'm very happy that you have such leaders who are even pushing you to be better human beings and not just machines to earn money. You're all very fortunate. All right, because this is what your business is all about. Your business is only energy, nothing else. Okay. So we are going to close today, and thank you very much for being with me in this journey. So we are going to start our sadhana from from tomorrow. And thank you very much. Shanti, all the best. Lots of blessings for today's system. I don't know. Thank you is all what I want to say. I have no words actually to describe bhakti also, because it's not gyan. It's just so much of emotion in me. Thank you, Sachin. Thank you. You know, I love you so much. And I love each one of you. And Shantanu, just get well soon. That's it. I want to see you soon. So thank you all very, very much. Thank you. Gratitude. Thank you. Har Har.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Guru Ma. Thank you so much.
Mahadev.
Good night.
Mahadev.